Yeah. Pod started.
Hey, what's going on, people? This is Samar. This is the No Name Podcast, episode 38 or whatever. I think it's 38. I don't know. I'm trying to hear him get this introduction out so we can start this pod. I got my man Eddie here. What's going on, Eddie?
What's going on?
Got my man Mike here. What's going on, Mike?
What up?
Got my man Wilson here. What's going on, Wilson?
Hello.
Let's get right into it, fellas. So before the pod started, just give you guys some little backstory. We were having a really good conversation. We're going to jump right back into it. The conversation started with almost, it wasn't where you rank with LeBron, but I kind of said I think LeBron may be the best player of all time. That spun into some other stuff. Let's just jump right back into it. Go ahead, Eddie. Just jump right back into it, Eddie.
I don't see how you consider him the greatest of all time. Is he the most gifted athlete that we've ever seen in the NBA? Sure, I'll give you that.
He's also probably the most skilled player we've
ever
had.
Eddie. He is by far one of the most productive players.
I'm not saying he's not productive,
but that's what matters.
I'm not saying he's not great. I'm not saying he's not one of the best we've ever seen. I'm just saying he's not the best we've ever seen.
Yeah, but if
he's the best we've ever seen since
Jordan.
2000. The year 2000.
Sense something. You're telling me he's greater than Kobe or Tim Duncan? Yeah. Samar, you love you some Tim Duncan.
Yes, LeBron has been a better player than Tim Duncan.
Oh, here we go.
Bro, you asked me.
I know I asked you, and I just said, here we go. I gave you my response to your reaction to my question.
I think you could argue that Tim Duncan had a better career. Like Tim Duncan. And I also think, like, since we're, like, in the middle of LeBron, right? Like, LeBron's still playing.
Towards the end.
Yeah, I mean, we're towards the end, yeah, but he's still playing.
We're 75%.
At a super high. I don't know.
Towards the end?
Yeah.
Are we really, like, I really feel like LeBron has a good 5 years of being
Did you see that video he just posted with him screaming Meek Mill lyrics? Nah, it's almost over for him. Like,
sorry. Relax, bro. Relax. But no, I think.
Oh, you don't like Meek Mill, Sykes?
I mean, it's not down like Meek Mill. It's just that Bron is going crazy.
Yeah,
like.
But you didn't think his album was good this time? Before we get back to basketball, you didn't think Meek's album was good this time?
I have not heard Meek's album.
This is not a
listen to it?
music podcast.
No, I didn't listen to it. I'm not taking
listen to that. We'll come back to this conversation at a later date and time.
Guys, let's stay on with this basketball topic, guys. Go ahead.
Go. I don't even know where we're at now because Sykes got me all off my game now, and I'm just.
No, that's because you.
I'm just saying, Bron is going crazy. That's all I'm saying.
Okay, he is going crazy. He wants to tweet out all this bullshit that I don't even care. No one cares about. Like, come on, like ride the wave. Okay, Kyrie did ride your wave. Great. He wants out now. See ya.
Yo, what is it like? Yo, Bron gotta be the corniest 32-year-old fam.
And he's he is 32. Okay. Like you just said, he's 32. Is he supposed to be
Daddy
cool?
LeBron? Like this is
I understand he's 32, but is his body gonna keep up like this? Is the most physical dominant specimen we've seen in a while?
I'm not even talking about his body. Like I don't even care. Like bro, stop being so corny.
He's trying to get these jokes off.
Because God forbid he's one injury away from everything ending, right? God forbid that happens.
Here's the thing.
He's one injury away, correct?
Real quick. So going back to the topic, right?
Okay, good.
When I say he's a good another 5 years, LeBron's career can transition into something. Doesn't have to be. He's not. Of course, he's not going to be this dominant on the ball player, but he can have a good 3 years where he's the second or third best player on your team.
And I think the Lakers and Lonzo's number one, he's number two. Okay, cool.
Is that going to happen? Like,
I hope so.
I don't know. I also don't know about that. I push back against that, like saying that he'll be a number two on anybody.
He's never going to be a number two as long as he is in the NBA. There's no way in hell.
No, when I say is that going to happen, that's the part I mean. Is he really going to be a number two on the Lakers if Lonzo's there?
Okay, he's not going to be a number two to anybody. He's LeBron freaking James.
LeBron's going to be number one until the day he says, "Hey, I'm done playing basketball."
Yeah, like he's not going to play. I mean, don't let anybody ride your wave, right? Like,
right. Don't let anyone ride your wave.
That's where we at with LeBron. Like,
without Kyrie, though, he's not winning that championship last year. But that's a different topic.
That's fine. That's nice.
Come on, Eddie.
No. What do you mean, come on, Eddie? What do you mean? He had a big block. Right? Kyrie hit the big shot. I'd rather shoot the ball and win than block someone.
Oh, without anybody wouldn't have a championship. Like,
Okay, we understand that. We understand that aspect, but ever since LeBron has went to all these finals, it's LeBron and them. It wasn't D Wade ever. It wasn't Chris Bosh ever, according to most people. It was LeBron. Oh, and D Wade just happened to be his.
I mean, just like it was never Jordan and Pippen, bro.
Yeah,
like
every best player.
When you don't see Scottie Pippen get that much credit, you see Michael get 98% of the credit, and Scottie's like, "Yeah, there's 2% for me. I'll take that."
Exactly. That's the point that you were just making about.
Yeah, but Wade didn't.
Say that about every player. You can literally say that about every when they won the championship, when the Lakers won the championship in 08 against Boston.
No, they lost in 08 against Boston.
Or 2010. Sorry, when they beat them in 2010, and Kobe played horrible in that game, and Pau Gasol.
You mean Game 7?
Yeah, in Game 7.
Yeah, when Metta World Peace saved them.
Metta World and Pau. It happens to every single player.
Okay, I'm not saying
if Steve Kerr doesn't hit the shot, Jordan doesn't.
No player is winning by themselves. Michael Jordan did not win without the likes of Scottie Pippen, Dennis Rodman, Tony Kukoc, everyone else. Kobe didn't win without Shaq. Shaq didn't win without Kobe.
But that's my point. Why? There's no point even bringing it up. Like we get it. It's fine.
Okay, but the Riding the Waves tweet just pisses me off. Am I not allowed to
tweet?
It is a tweet, but it's just like, why do you tweet it though? We know you're great.
He's
all this great things in the league.
It's just a tweet from an upset person. Like I don't play that.
Why is he even upset? He's the best player in the world, right? Why is he upset?
Because Eddie, like,
bro, he hurt, man. Bro, he hurt.
Yeah, he's not allowed to be mad about that, bro. Like,
he's in a dark place right now. Okay, a dark place, dog. Like he's in a really bad place right now. He just trying to tweet through it. Yeah. Probably not, but he tweeting through it.
You're tweeting through it exactly. Just go work out, sing your Meek Mill, sing the album, and you're terrible at singing. Your facial expressions are stupid, and come back out and just be great like you always are.
All right, Eddie, why do you hate LeBron?
I don't hate LeBron, but I'm a Kobe guy. Everyone who's ever listened to the show, the three of you know.
Yeah, but
you don't have to
guy. You don't have to put down LeBron to bring up Kobe.
I'm not putting him down. I just don't like his nonsense off the court. On the court, I love watching him play.
Bro, Kobe had TV, all types of nonsense off the court. Bro, explain to me right now. Explain to me right now what Mamba Thick is. Explain it.
Well, what is? I didn't hear you. What is that? Explain what is?
Stop.
Mamba Thick. What is Mamba Thick? Talking about some
Mamba Thick?
Nonsense off the court. What is Mamba Thick then?
Mamba think? Like what he's thinking
Mamba
of?
Thick.
All right, Eddie. Okay.
Okay, here we go.
Bro, make sense of that, bro. You got it.
Nonsense off the court. Bron can't shoot a subtweet, but Kobe composed.
Mamba Thick. Like
he called himself thick.
I'm not here to determine when a man calls himself thick. I'm not here to do that. That's not why I'm here. If that's the conversation we're having forward, I'm gonna hang up this call and we're off. I'm done.
No, it's August. Ain't no basketball to talk about. Like what?
Hey, can I just say, y'all are like tripping tonight. That's it. That's all I had to say.
It's August.
Hey, there's Wilson finally. Hey.
What you want?
Hey.
Y'all
just talking. Ain't really been nothing for me to say. I'm just laughing.
Listen, man, Mamba Thick out here, y'all.
Okay, but back to the original discussion of LeBron being the best player ever. How is he the best player ever?
Listen,
I'm listening.
Even if he's not the best player ever, that's fine.
Okay, first
he's
off,
still one
you
of
said
the
off
best
air
players ever.
Before we hit live on this that he was the best player ever, and Sykes and I quickly one of the.
I said I think. I didn't say he. I didn't give you a definitive. He's the best player all the time. I said I think he may be the best player of all time. He might be. I don't know.
But you said he's one of three players. For those of you, obviously, who couldn't hear us,
he's definitely top 3.
Michael Jordan, LeBron James, Magic Johnson they could be the overall greatest players to ever play. And Sykes and I
hold on. I said LeBron James, Michael Jordan, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Magic Johnson.
That's not what you said.
You only said Magic. You never brought up Kareem.
Yeah, you only said Magic.
And then what did I say?
But I still disagree though. Like I disagree either way. Like I think if we're going to do the whole one-of thing, then we have there are at least 6 or 7 people that we can talk about.
Are there 6 or 7? If you're talking about people that are considered the best player of all time, are there really 6 or 7?
Yep.
Yes.
Bron, Jordan, Magic, Bird, Kareem, Shaq, Wilt, Duncan.
Who calls Tim Duncan the best player of all time?
Kobe.
Bro, you literally have before.
No,
we've had this conversation.
I've never said he's the best player of all time. I said he was better than me.
You once said that. I've heard you say that he's the best player.
I bet it's on the pod. If you listen to this right now, go find me the receipts because I'm not going to go back and do it.
When did I say Tim Duncan was the best player of all time?
When you're on your big Tim Duncan stick.
I said Tim Duncan has one of the best careers of all time. I said Tim Duncan is the best defensive player of all time.
Yo,
I said he's the best.
But my point is, but look, the thing is, like, you can still make, whether you said it or not, you can still make a legitimate argument that Tim Duncan is the best player of all time. You can also make that argument for Bill Russell and Will Chamberlain and a lot of other people who play the game at a very high level.
It's more than just LeBron, MJ, and Magic.
I don't think you can make that argument. I don't think you can make a good argument for Tim Duncan as the best player of all time.
What's the argument against it? Because right now, just I mean,
I can't even think of one, bro.
No, seriously, what's the
exactly?
What's the argument?
Hold on. Time out. Y'all, all right, y'all got that? Because I really can't think of an argument against. It's not even that I can't think of one. I just don't want to do that.
What do you mean you don't want to do that?
Yo, honestly,
it's Tim Duncan, dog. Like, y'all really think I'm gonna sit here and talk
bad
about?
Why would I ever want to make a case against Kobe?
Do you really think I'm gonna sit here and talk bad about Tim Duncan?
Seriously, I'm gonna talk bad about Kobe.
What you think is gonna happen? Yeah, I will talk bad about Kobe right now.
You could. I'm not.
Dude had.
I'm joking, by the way, Eddie.
Huh?
I was joking, by the way, Eddie. I wouldn't talk bad about Tim. I don't talk bad about Kobe.
Yeah, I've actually become like
big time
Kobe fan. Like,
so am I. It's going. I think the conversation is going way too far to the other side, so it's making me get angry and we can talk about that's a good conversation. Let's talk about Kobe for a second.
Let's talk about him, please. Let's talk about him.
Why is the conversation going that way?
Because we're in a place where everybody believes that you got to tear somebody down to lift whoever you like up. I mean, that's literally what it is.
Is it just that, or is it? See, I think part of it is the advanced stat conversation hurts Kobe a little bit.
Okay,
definitely.
How much do advanced stats do we just look at and make? Oh, okay, he has the most advanced stats. We're gonna put him over everyone else, regardless of anything else.
I mean, I don't, but there's a ton of people.
I know there's a ton of people that do that, but I don't agree with that. I don't personally agree with that.
I don't think anybody should just go off of just stats.
Yeah,
but there are plenty of people that do.
You can't go off of just stats, but they also do matter, though.
I mean, no one's saying they don't matter. It's just not the end all be all of everything.
No, I mean it's not, but it's also a reflection of what the career was. You know what I mean?
So give me the reflection of Kobe off of his stats.
He was a gunner who shot the ball a lot. Sometimes it worked, sometimes it didn't.
Oh, okay, but what shooting guard has ever been? Okay, you're a shooting guard. Go out there and don't shoot the ball. Just pass.
Nobody's saying don't shoot the ball. Like, I'm not saying that there was anything wrong with his playing style. Like, it's fine that he played the way he did. Like, but that's the way. Like, what I'm saying is, like, the stats are telling us objectively that this was so that he was a gunner, a volume shooter. And a volume scorer.
He certainly was, but when you have from the time Shaq left to the time they got Bynum and Gasol, what was he supposed to do? Pass it to Smush Parker?
No, you're not understanding what I'm saying. Like, I'm not saying that there was something wrong with the way he played. Like, it's not what was he supposed to do. That's what he was. Is what I'm saying to you.
Okay, and here's another argument I want to make. Everyone says that he is the closest thing to Michael Jordan that we've seen since Michael. Correct?
I don't.
No. That's what the general consensus is. Maybe not you three, but the general consensus is he's the closest thing to Michael Jordan that we've seen.
Consensus.
Yeah, I don't. I think that's That's something that's.
I think it's lazy.
I don't know the right word for it. But
how's it lazy though?
It's just a lazy way to look at basketball.
Okay, wait, hold on. Let me explain it to you real quick, and then we'll go from there. You guys can react to what I say here. So a lot of people say that he's the closest thing to Michael Jordan since Michael Jordan, right? Okay. So Kobe mimicked his entire game off of everything Jordan did.
For Jordan. Yeah.
So if he's the closest thing, and what?
No. And he did it far worse. So no. Yeah, he did it worse. Yeah.
What do you mean did it worse? He had a better post game than Michael.
No, he did not.
So no, he did it.
Yeah, I'm saying yes.
He did everything worse.
Eddie.
He did everything worse.
Eddie. Eddie, he did have a better post game, bro. Listen. This is the reason why I feel like this is the reason why people about Kobe has gone south.
Bro,
he didn't have a better post game, bro.
I think he
did. Eddie,
I can tell you for a fact he did it. So, nah.
Eddie, why do you think he did? Why do you think that?
Just because of everything he took for everything from Michael, right? So he took.
But he did everything worse. He did everything worse.
Hold on. Listen. I wouldn't say he did everything worse.
What didn't he do worse?
His footwork was better than Michael's.
Oh, are you serious?
Real quick. I think Kobe was a better. Real quick, I think Kobe was a better passer. I don't think he was a more willing passer, but I think he was a better passer.
I think he was a better rebounder.
I do not think he was a better rebounder.
I think he was, but that's just me. That's just me.
Eddie, he wasn't.
You are Samar. You're someone who grew up, who was old enough to see and appreciate what Michael Jordan was doing.
Yeah,
I was watching him at a young age and watching him up until I was 7 years old, winning his 6th championship. But at the same time, I didn't.
Eddie, he wasn't a better rebounder, bro.
I think he was. I think he was.
Eddie.
I'm gonna take it to my grave. I think he was.
So
go ahead and take that to your grave.
Eddie,
leave it there.
Eddie, really quick.
I'm listening.
If you look at the era Jordan played in, right?
Okay.
I'm about to crash my car.
Please don't.
That's messed up, Wolf. That's messed up.
Look at the era Jordan played in.
Yo.
And he still was.
Like you are.
Yo,
like,
he averaged
you just
6
hurt my
for his career.
soul, bruh. Like my soul, bruh.
So
what's about to cry?
Like my soul, man.
I think it's fair to say the conversation of who was a better real quick. The conversation of who was a better passer is debatable, right? Because I don't think
I will also push back against that.
Yo, oh my God.
So I don't. Only because I do think Kobe's a really good passer. I think Kobe was a really good passer.
I also agree.
I just don't think he was a.
Okay, but the narrative on Kobe, always is, he's a scorer. He doesn't give whatever about his teammates. He's gonna get his 50, and if he doesn't pass more than 3 times,
passing the ball doesn't mean that you care about your teammates. First of all, like, can we just get that out of here real quick?
Okay.
Eddie, the conversation of saying Kobe was a gunner. The conversation of saying Kobe was a gunner and saying that he was a good passer. Those two things can be true.
Okay.
He can be a gunner and be a
okay, but if he's the closest thing we've ever seen to Michael Jordan since Michael Jordan,
he's not.
How is he though? How is he? He mimicked his entire game off of Michael.
Because there's a guy named Dwayne Wade.
If you're gonna say that, he failed miserably. Oh, anti-efficient behind? You gotta say it.
Failed miserably. Here we go.
You broke him. You broke him.
Like, you gotta
Here we go.
This is one of the most efficient players ever. And you gonna talk about some gunner?
Was
he just a gunner though? Was he just a gunner?
No,
if you gonna say closest thing to Mike,
he wasn't just a gunner.
I'm firing a shot. I'm firing a shot if you gonna say the closest thing to Mike. Kobe was really good, bruh. Let Kobe be Kobe.
Okay, but who's okay, but we always want to compare this player to that player. Who's the closest thing to Mike?
Nah, look, real quick. You mimicked a lot of Mike. Good for him. He did it bad. Okay?
I don't see how do you did it bad. How do you do it bad?
He did it pretty good, but not
bad.
He didn't do it bad. It's just levels.
Bad is that's a ludicrous statement.
Jordan's level was ridiculously.
I'm not gonna pass somebody on the back doing 47. You know what? Y'all got it. Go ahead. Y'all got it.
No, I want you to keep going.
No, please. Please don't.
Y'all got it.
Because this doesn't.
Closest thing to Mike.
Because this conversation would just be it'll just be a circle.
He broke him.
Like, bro, your man played point guard for a year and almost broke the NBA.
Oh, here we go.
Wow.
What's it? Just short circuited.
Yeah.
I just couldn't. Like,
I get what
I'm cool with Kobe or whatever, but bro, like, there's levels to everything. It's a big old gap. It's a huge gap.
That's a huge gap from Kobe to Michael.
Yeah, Eddie, it's a gap. It's a gap.
I'm not saying it's not a gap. I'm not saying it's a gap. I'm not saying it's like one
like
and one.
It's Grand Canyon shoes. No.
Grand Canyon.
I wouldn't say a huge gap. It's a gap. It's a nice
huge
gap.
Gap though.
It's
huge.
a nice gap. Kobe is ranked anywhere from about 6 to 20. So he's somewhere in that 6 to 20 range, depending on who you are and depending on what you value as in a.
Kobe is amazing, bro.
Kobe 6 to 20.
It depending on who you are.
Yeah, 6 to 20.
Yeah. It depends on. I just said it depends on who you are and what you value from a basketball player. If you are somebody who values efficiency over everything, you're not going to rank Kobe high. It's just what it is.
But is efficiency the most end-all be-all thing?
I didn't say it was.
I'm not saying you did. I'm just saying, is that the end-all be-all thing for some people?
Yep.
I don't think it's the end-all be-all, but we talk about somebody who's better than him in everything.
And even when you say that Kobe, it's not that Kobe wasn't efficient. Kobe was very efficient for most of his career.
Yeah, but we talking but when you bring Mike in, it is what
levels.
it is.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's still levels. There's still levels to this.
He is efficient for what he was, but stop it. Good God. Man, I was just doing giving people double nickels without taking a three. Stop it.
Okay, the three-pointer wasn't as big as it was now. Is when Kobe played.
And if your man played now, he probably you know what? Go ahead. Kobe's great.
No, go ahead. Finish that statement.
Don't finish. Don't finish because that's not a good conversation.
That's why I stopped it.
Who cares about the three-point line? Like, if the three-point line, Jordan, da-da-da. If it was the league wasn't as athletic as it is today, maybe that helps Jordan. Like, we can't have those kind of conversations because those conversations just are in circles.
Dwayne Wade was better.
Dwayne was better than who?
Oh my God, Eddie, stop, bro. Not Eddie. Mike, stop. Nah, you know what?
You say better than Kobe?
Yes.
All right.
I think the way
Pete you know what? I'm done with this. I'm done with this conversation. You can think that sucks. I'm gonna agree to disagree. That's all I'm gonna say. Nope.
Eddie, I'm gonna let you know as a general life principle of mine, I don't agree to disagree.
Oh, okay. Fantastic.
Sykes said he got the time today, bro.
Fantastic.
Nah, I feel bad because now it feels like we all teaming up on Eddie. So let's
Eddie out here talking
I'll be Kobe. Shoot over your 3-on-1 triple team.
Bro. It sounds like a brick to me. 42%.
The thing is about this whole conversation. This whole conversation, nobody has even tried to go. Like, Eddie was just arguing against himself. And then it turned into this. Like,
I was cool. Then he started the mic.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Like, we were all like, yeah, Kobe's great.
Okay,
man. Like, Kobe, good player. And then Eddie's just like,
Eddie was just like, if you ever watch basketball, you know Kobe's great. That's not the conversation.
That's cool. I left Kobe alone.
Eddie was like, nah, he got to be number one, bro.
Yeah, he said Kobe was great. We was cool.
One time.
We were on your side until you did that.
Never in my entire
we were cool to the post-game thing. Like, we were all the way cool to the post-game thing because that's a lie. So we were good. Everything was fine.
That is a big lie.
Like, that was a lie.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a lie. Yes.
Ridiculous.
Like, that's
the very opposite of big facts.
Yes. Like, that was an alternative fact you just shared. That was fake news.
Okay.
Nah, Eddie,
fake news bullshit. Okay, you got it.
Nah, real quick, Eddie, I can send you, if you need, I can send you a few.
Like, your man was surgical in that thing.
Jordan's post game.
Oh my God.
Woo.
I mean, surgical down there.
Yeah,
it didn't matter who you were, what you look like, how big you were. Man, you can still get it.
And Kobe didn't do that.
It's
not as well as him.
He didn't do that.
It's level.
Not as well as him. Not as well as him.
About as well as D Wade though.
I'm not going there. We're gonna leave that alone. Efficiency.
Oh, here we go. Now, here's the efficiency argument. Every time it comes back to efficiency.
That's
actually an argument. Like,
I'm not saying that efficiency doesn't factor into things.
No, Kobe is one of the greatest shooters. He's one of the greatest shooting guards of all time.
Second greatest shooting guard ever.
No, not ever. Hell no, not ever.
He's probably third.
Okay, Michael Jordan. Then who's after him?
It's debatable after that. It's debatable.
Debatable? Oh.
Yeah, it's debatable.
He said, oh.
Here we go.
Yeah, it's debatable. Definitely debatable.
Okay. You got debatable.
Everybody, let's take a second.
Rein us in.
Yeah, let's take a second. I gotta moderate this thing. Let's take a second.
I just want to know why I have to accept that dude's the second best all the time.
Rein us in.
He's either second. He's either second or third.
Who's better than him?
Which is
second all time.
Like, why do I have to accept that?
Who are you putting up there that's debatable with Kobe?
Like, for me, it's Wade and then Kobe. So I mean, it is what it is.
Oh, okay.
I mean, what?
You got that, Wilson. I'm not gonna argue that this time. Nope. You got it.
Hey, go pull up your man shot chart. I'm here all day.
All right, relax.
The shot chart, because someone takes 45 shots instead of 35 shots. Okay, cool.
Wade wasn't a gunner, so that's not even you. That's a wrong place to go, Ricky Bobby.
Yeah, I feel you hold the gunner mentality against Kobe. Like it's
no, I don't. No, when I hold against him is he knows for it, and he still does it.
Mute them. Can't you mute them?
I can, but I don't want to. Like, why would I want to?
They need to chill out.
Bro, the man is by far great. His basketball IQ was off the charts, and he would still do stupid stuff.
Okay, but what player didn't do stupid stuff? So Michael Jordan never did a stupid thing. Never took
LeBron.
I'm not saying that.
LeBron has never made a bad play.
Hey, Mike, you wild. You wild.
So the problem is here, neither one of them are going to ever let this go. So this conversation is just going to keep going.
He got it.
No, he got it. You got it, Wilson. You got it.
Y'all keep saying that and then keeping the conversation going.
I'm not at it. No,
you got it.
Eddie said it.
You got it.
Eddie, the greatest shooting guard all time is Kobe. No problem. That's Eddie.
No. I never. You've never once heard me say that ever in my time knowing you.
I'm sorry. The second greatest shooting guard of all time is Kobe.
Second greatest shooting guard ever. Yes. Okay.
All right. Okay. Real quick. All right. So we're gonna end that here because now it really is not compelling because you guys keep talking about the same stuff. So we're gonna switch topics now. Let's switch gears. What was the other topic you were supposed to talk about, Mike?
We're supposed to talk about LeBron, supposedly, but you know.
No, we're not.
LeBron, the best player ever. Okay, no.
No. We're leaving that alone, Eddie. We're leaving that alone. We're gonna go right back in the circle if we do that.
Does LeBron rank over Kobe?
No, Mike.
Mike. No. Hey, Mike out here doing the work.
Mike, don't start.
Hey, Mike, you a savage.
Where do Kobe and LeBron rank all the time? I'm just curious.
Mike out here, Sports Nation topic.
Mike, not really. What was the conversation we were supposed to talk about?
Oh man, I thought we were coming on here to talk about 2K, but y'all also wanted to talk about Kyrie Irving.
Oh yeah, all right. Yeah, that's exactly what it was. Kyrie. What are everybody's thoughts on Kyrie's trade request?
Good for him.
I know it's old now, but
it's not really old. It hasn't happened
it's
yet.
Still going on.
Well, I mean, him asking for it is old. It's been a couple of weeks now.
Yeah.
And the NBA time, that's like 2 months. So, but yeah. So Eddie, what are your thoughts? I think me and Mike talked about this on the pod before. So Eddie, what are your thoughts?
Good for him. Good for him for wanting to get out of a shadow and wanting to prove that he's a true #1 overall pick.
Saudi.
At that. See, every player that's ever come into the game has said at some point in line, I want to be the greatest player ever. You can't be the greatest player ever if you're playing in LeBron's shadow, correct?
I mean, Kyrie's not going
Yeah, Kyrie's not going to be
I'm not the best player ever, but his mentality should be, I'm going to be the best player ever.
Yeah, I mean, if that's what he wants it to be.
Wouldn't his mentality be? Wouldn't him being with LeBron and going to the finals every year and winning championships potentially? Never mind, because Golden State broke the league, so none of this matters.
No. Continue with that.
Well, in a normal NBA, wouldn't him going to the finals every year and potentially winning championships, wouldn't that help him become a greater player all time? Doesn't that potentially help his ranking all time?
It would. If you rank rings over things, then sure.
Well, isn't that what everybody ranks over things?
No. Nope. When were rings mentioned in this conversation just now?
When are rings not mentioned in the all-time conversation?
Okay, but when did we just mention Kobe
when
versus
we don't call Bill
D-Wade
Russell
when it
the
was
greatest
rings?
of all time?
We wouldn't be saying if Kobe didn't win 5 rings, nobody would be calling Kobe the greatest of all time. He wouldn't be in that conversation without those rings.
Okay, but my
After
point
Shaq
is,
leaves,
not
Kobe
one of
that
us
at all.
four mentioned rings until this very moment in time. Because if we did, then it would have been a different discussion.
Yeah, but what does that matter? If we are talking about the greatest of all time, you do have to factor in something.
Okay, so if we factor in rings, real quick, going back to the Kobe D-Wade thing, then Kobe.
No, let's not.
No, we're not going back there, Eddie.
No, but what I'm saying is, we didn't mention rings one time, and now rings is important because Kyrie wants to leave and try and get a ring elsewhere and not under LeBron's shadow.
Well, no, I was going to finish my statement. I was going to say, is it better for his career to go to the finals every year with LeBron, or is it better to put up good numbers and never leave the first or second round? Which one is more important for his career moving forward?
But it depends. It depends on where he gets traded to. Is he going to get traded to someone like the Suns, where he might not make the playoffs and or if he does, he might lose in the first or second round to the Warriors or Spurs or whoever? Or is he going to go somewhere else where he can?
So where can Kyrie go where he's the best player and they're a championship contender? That's the question. Where can he go? Name one team right now that's constructed where he can go and be the best player and they'll be a championship contender.
Golden State.
Oh. Is Kyrie going to be the best player on Golden State if he goes to Golden State?
He's not.
So that's the question.
Why y'all letting Mike do this, though?
I know Mike is trolling.
He's trolling like
I'm dead serious. Like, yo,
classic Sykes right here.
Where else is he going to go?
But that's the honest question. Where can he go and be the best player on that team and they be a championship contender right now? Name the team.
There is not one.
I can't.
What team's number one? What team has a number one that he's better than? Playoff team.
Maybe the Wolves.
I don't think he's better right now. No, he's not better than Jimmy Butler. I don't think he's better than Jimmy Butler.
But Kyrie, like, he's 24, 25. 25 has the potential to be better as a player, I guess.
Karl-Anthony Towns is 20, and he has the potential
hypothetically. Yeah, no, but this is what I'm saying. Like, we're saying, like, if Kyrie could be the greatest player on a potentially championship contending team at any point in time, I think it would probably be the Wolves. I don't think it's likely, though.
All right, so that's what I'm saying. So what team? Where's the team? Where's this team at?
The Wolves.
There isn't one.
All right, so let's name another team because I don't think he's better than Jimmy Butler. And
he's not better than Karl-Anthony Towns.
In that timetable, he's probably better today. I don't know if he'll be better.
The Celtics?
Tomorrow.
The Celtics, if he went to the Celtics right now, he's the best player on the team.
Yeah.
He's better than Gordon Hayward.
I think he can be. I don't think he is.
Don't think he's better than Gordon Hayward.
I think they're probably on a pretty even plane despite their kind of similar skill sets at different positions. Except for Gordon Hayward. Gordon Hayward's not really a shot creator, and he's also a better defender. But Kyrie Irving is just a way better shot creator.
Yeah, and there's a ton of value that, as like we said earlier, when we're having the weird Kobe discussion. There's a ton of value in that.
Was that a discussion?
I don't know what
that was. A discussion.
Y'all were yelling, bro.
Yeah, that was not a discussion.
Okay, y'all got it.
That's why we let it go.
That's my response from now on. Y'all got it.
No, that's why I let it go though, because it wasn't a discussion. It was just
y'all got it.
People yelling at each other, which was funny. It was hilarious.
Of course, Wilson's laughing in the background. Of course he is. Why wouldn't he be?
I can't be happy.
The man with the juice. Of course he's laughing. Why wouldn't he be happy?
But no. That's the thing. Like, I don't see a scenario where Kyrie moves.
You're a troll.
I don't see a scenario where Kyrie goes to a team and he's the best player on that team, and they're I agree. A contender.
Okay, we're agreeing with that.
If he goes to the Clippers, maybe he's the best player on that team.
Yes,
I mean,
I think Lakers.
Contender, though, right?
Huh?
But you said contender. So.
Oh.
Those are your words. So.
That's true. There are your words.
I mean, okay. I kind of like what the Clippers did this offseason. I get that they lost Chris Paul, but I kind of like what the Clippers did this offseason. I mean, what are your thoughts on everything Eddie said about Kyrie?
I mean,
about the whole.
Look, man, that's that grown man's decision. I think playing with Bron sometimes, the more talented you are, sometimes it wears on you. I don't think it's for everybody. But that's that man's decision, man. That's their problem, man. I said the league was going to get broke, so I don't really care what happens to them.
The league is broke. The league is broke already.
You know who I would love to hear from? And this is all honesty. I would love to hear what Kevin Love's honest thoughts are right now.
Who cares?
I do, because I think it'd be interesting.
Yes,
I don't care about what he thinks.
All right.
I'm just saying. I'm just being honest. I don't care what he thinks.
And moving on.
Respect. Respect.
All right, I guess we got to move on from this one. No, okay, real quick, Eddie. The reason why I wanted to know it, because out of both of them, I would have thought he would have been the one that would have been like, I demand a trade. I don't want to play with LeBron no more. Interesting. It's an interesting dynamic there, right? Like out of all of them, I feel like
more interesting now because if Kyrie went out, like that changes everything. Like that's just it's crazy over there.
Good.
So each one of you, if you're the GM,
yeah.
We'll start with Eddie. Wilson. We'll start with Wilson. If you're the GM,
yeah.
What are you doing?
I mean, you got to trade him ASAP. You can't start training camp with trust issues, especially when the best player on your team is out here tweeting through it. So you got to go ahead and try to, make them waves a little bit more smoother once the season starts. But I mean, I don't think they're going to be able to get we're in such a point guard heavy league.
Yep.
I don't think you're going to be able to get what Kyrie's real value is. So I mean, it's something. And secondly, knowing he wants out, it's just it's a really messy situation. So I mean, you gotta trade him as soon as possible. Obviously, you don't want to trade him to anybody in the East. But I mean, I don't know it's a tough situation. Then you got to think about it's not like David Griffin is there anymore. So I mean, I don't know what they're gonna do.
Okay, but if they trade him to someone in the East, I mean, let's say they trade him to someone. I'm trying to think of someone who would not really benefit from it. I can't think of right now, but if they get the best value for him out of someone from the East, don't you have to do that, or are you just going to
the best value for him?
But that's what I'm saying. What is that value though? You know what I'm saying? That's the hard part right now.
Right.
Considering, and here's the other part. Considering what other superstars that are probably better than Kyrie have been traded for,
that value got to be kind of low, right?
At better positions.
Right. What you said, Mike? So it's how do you determine what's fair value considering Paul George got flipped for Oladipo and Sabonis?
And this is the question more for Sykes, because you've been right on this, and I got to give you credit for that. You've been right on this the whole time.
Who?
Sykes. Because when we talked about Boogie, after Boogie got traded, and I was saying this is something that's probably never going to happen again. It's the Kings. And then Jimmy Butler got traded for an injured Zach LaVine and a player who couldn't play on the court at all last year. And a pick swap.
That was the weirdest part.
Yeah, that's nuts. That part was nuts that they they actually got a pick swap out of that. And then Paul George gets traded for
cheese and crackers.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I don't even think that was 50. Was that 50 cents on the dollar for Paul George?
Hey, Mike, I hate you saying cheese and crackers, but when I see one of them dudes this week, and I'm going to be laughing, so that's horrible.
But no, was that 50? Was that 50 cent on the dollar, that trade?
No, I was 20.
Yeah, I was going to say.
I'm not trying to mean that.
If that.
20. Maybe 17.
I know how much I like Oladipo, but
I mean, I like Oladipo a lot too, but that was.
I mean, okay, but at the same time, like Mike said, at that position, you get somebody, you know what I'm saying, pretty much in their prime or whatever. That's crazy.
So, Mike, in saying that, what is his value? What is the trade value for him right now?
I'm not sure, man. Like I mean, I guess there's got to be a pick in there somewhere, right? Like everyone, I mean, you are getting first round picks, there for these superstar players, but it probably won't be a super valuable one. It probably won't be a high one, and plus, I don't think the trade market for Kyrie right now is very good. Like think about the teams that he wants to be traded to, right? The Timberwolves, the Knicks, the Spurs. What was the other one? The Heat, right? Like they don't have assets to trade for Kyrie Irving.
Okay, Sykes. With that said, if the Timberwolves, I mean, I've seen recently, would you trade Wiggins in a package?
Wiggins, they have already made clear that they're going to give Andrew Wiggins a max contract, so that's off the table. Like he's not.
But what had they not committed to this max contract at whatever point he signs this? Would you be willing to trade him in the package for Kyrie?
Nah,
Butler and Cat.
No, and not because I don't feel like Kyrie is a player that's worth that, but because I don't feel like I have to.
Right. I think I can get Wiggins. I mean, I think I can get Kyrie without adding Wiggins in that trade, considering everything that's been done this offseason. And that's as crazy as that sounds. I feel that way. I feel like you can get Kyrie today without adding Andrew Wiggins in that trade. Now, I think the thing holding it up from them is they can't trade Jeff Teague until December 15th.
Okay, but if you're the Cavs, or if you're the Suns and the Cavs, do you trade Josh Jackson and Bledsoe for Kyrie?
No.
I don't either. Again, I don't either.
I can get him without that. I think I can get Kyrie.
The package for the Suns might be like
Bledsoe,
TJ Warren. I don't even think you need to throw Bledsoe.
Nah, it wasn't. It was like Bledsoe and Bender in the pick.
Nah, you don't even. Why are you doing that? Like, what do you? The Cavs don't have anybody else to trade with.
Look, I don't like Bender in the trade. I think that's just something that I saw.
I don't like Bledsoe in the trade.
I'm not talking about Bledsoe. I'm talking about Bender.
Sykes was saying, why would you put Bledsoe on the trade?
You can send Bledsoe on the trade. Like that's fine. But like you also. Yeah, like maybe you send, instead of your first round pick, the Miami Heat's first round pick.
Yeah.
In 2019.
I feel like that's part of the conversation.
And then like I mean, what else? Like
that's what it looked like.
What? TJ Warren or Alan Williams? Like what? Like I mean I don't.
I will say this.
Outside of that, I'm not adding nothing major.
I will say this: the Cavs are. If the Cavs are smart, and I don't know. If the Cavs are smart, though, they hold on to their action point. Their action point was a blue chip player, veterans that can help, and a first round pick.
They're not getting it.
I know they're not. Listen, I know they're not. I don't trade, but me personally, I don't trade Kyrie unless I get those things. I know that they're going to trade Kyrie. I know they're going to trade.
Look, but you forget one big part of the equation is how long old boy want him around. You know what I'm saying? That's a whole part of that too.
LeBron, everybody knows LeBron's leaving next year. They know LeBron's leaving next year. We know LeBron's leaving next year. Everybody knows LeBron's leaving next year. Who cares?
I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that. Okay.
I know. I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying, Wilson. And I know. I get it. And you're right. You're 100% right on that. But if I'm going to be Cavs, I do not care. I'm LeBron. You're gonna have to play with this dude for a year, and then I know you're leaving. So,
and that sounds really good. Who in that organization telling that man no? Who's ever told him no?
That's the problem.
Like I hear what y'all saying, but come back to reality with me. Who told that man no?
But that's why I'm saying if I know they're not gonna do that. And if we're gonna have that conversation, we can have the conversation of what they're going to do. And I guess they're going to trade Kyrie for. Are they going to get 50% on? They're probably not going to get 50% on the dollar either when they trade Kyrie.
It's probably going to be like 15 or 17 cents, maybe 20 if they're lucky.
Yeah, I mean, it's just not a great. It's just like the Nets trade really messed everything up, man.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yo, the league.
And the longer this goes on, like for real, the worst deal you're gonna get, at least in my opinion, the longer this drag out, the closer you get to the regular season.
The league is completely broken.
It's wonderful. I think it's beautiful.
Is it?
Yeah. I
Is
think
it
it's
wonderful?
Beautiful. Yeah. Wonderful life. It's great.
It's horrible, man.
Why gotta be horrible?
I don't want the league to be broke, bro.
It's already broke.
It's broke in the past. What's wrong with you broke now? Like,
it's pretty popping right now. Like it's all anyone is talking about. So.
No. From a headline, yes, from a headline perspective, this is the best thing that could ever happen to the NBA. They're getting all of the headlines.
And then, like, what's it called? Like, the pressure they putting on people to actually do their jobs is front offices versus, you know what I'm saying, not doing their jobs. Like, what's wrong with this? I'm here for all of it.
But if you're one of these teams out here, man, like, this is something I can run by you guys. So, I can't remember whose podcast it was, but they were talking about how hard it is for NBA teams to keep stars. Mike, we kind of touched on this last episode too, but they were talking about how hard it is for teams to keep superstars now, despite the fact that they tried to change the rules to make it easier. The fact that that's going on, where they legit tried to change the rules to make it easier for them to keep stars, and they still can't. How crazy is that? It's supposed to be easier for Paul George to stay in Indiana because you can offer him $200, or Gordon Hayward to stay in Utah, or DeMarcus Cousins to stay in Sacramento, or Kyrie to stay in.
I mean,
Cleveland.
Yeah, like honestly, isn't I would say that Kyrie Irving is the only example of the system not working the way that they wanted it to.
Right. See, I don't agree. I don't agree because I think Gordon Hayward is also an example of that.
Okay, so I guess he would be in a sense, and I guess he is in a sense, but like at the same time, they
he went to a premier market.
He went to a premier market, but he also like it. If Boston wasn't good last year, he wasn't going to Boston. Like he's not just going to Boston just because like they're a team in a premier market, right? He's going to them because they're a team that was the number one seed in the East last year, went to the Eastern Conference Finals, and have a way easier path to the NBA Finals than the Jazz did.
Definitely.
But also he's gone because he reached the incentive that he needed to get that $200 million contract. Like that is a function, maybe a failure of the CBA, but like in the case of like DeMarcus Cousins, right? Like the Kings, they didn't really want to pay him $200 million to continue to only win 30-something games a year. So they traded him. Same with Jimmy Butler with the Bulls. Like they didn't want to be a mediocre team. So
is that why they traded Jimmy Butler? I mean, we can get into this. Is that really why they traded Jimmy Butler?
Why did they?
Okay, I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna get.
No, I mean, what did they? What?
What are your thoughts on it, Wilson?
What about the Jimmy Butler trade?
No, just about in general the way this offseason has been, the way teams don't seem to be able to.
I'm real mad that you just said you wanted to talk about the Jimmy Butler trade and then didn't talk about it.
Teams are having trouble to keep. I didn't say I wanted to talk. I said I don't.
I mean, for real, like at least to me, it's just a reflection on front offices being trash. You're supposed to make it easier, but when you have these dudes, you don't. Everybody doesn't do the best job of building around them, thinking that they got to be it forever because of some of the changes they made to CBA. So I mean, move like Mike said. Hayward bounced because it was a better opportunity, easier pass. The thing with Kyrie, I think, is unique in itself because your man's literally, technically, it's a championship team, whatever, right? Championship contending team. Your man's turning down $200 million because he won out. So I think that's a separate case in itself. But for real, like, how many front offices, honestly, can you say to the CBA change again or whatever have done a really good job of building around, like, it's the same, handful of good organizations?
Honestly,
like, people keep doing trash.
No, it's not.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like,
because
you said what?
Look who has signed super max extensions this offseason, right? You got James Harden, John Wall, maybe Russell Westbrook, Steph Curry.
No,
like it's working. Like it is working. It is making, instead of the players, like, sure, like the players still choose whether they want to stay or not, ultimately, right? Like that's still a choice of the, but it's also on the owners to make the decision of whether they want the players to stay or not, whether they want to commit that much salary to these players or not. Right? Like, so yeah, I think it's working. Like I'm not sure.
I don't think it's failed. I think I'm with you. I think the Kyrie thing is a separate own little case. I don't think it's failed. I'm not saying that it failed. And like the John extension, the Harden extension, to me, those are like no-brainers. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, like, you got the cases like I think we're gonna have them. We still got some people coming up where we don't know what's about to happen. Like we saw the Clippers keep Blake or whatever. No matter how I personally feel, I guess like what you're saying, that's another example of it working. But I don't think it failed. Like.
No, it's not an example. That one, I don't know if it's an example of it working because they weren't able to keep Chris.
But Chris is not the guy that this was intended for, right? This is intended for
I feel like
guys who have been with the team since day one.
Well, no, because Chris was a different scenario because Chris also was one of the guys that negotiated older players being able to get more money.
Right, but that didn't necessarily mean that it would come with the Clippers.
No, I know it didn't, but it's just weird for him. He negotiated that and then was just like, "Nah, I'll take my one."
No, he can still get it. He can still get it next year with the Rockets, but it'll just be with the Rockets.
But
it would just be eligible to get that max.
Yeah, he's still eligible. What I'm saying is, he didn't take it right away. He was just like, "Nah, I'm good. I'd rather, wait a year, essentially get it." It's just he gambled on himself. Is what I'm basically saying.
Yeah, at an old age.
Yeah, at a much older age, right? Eddie.
Yep.
What are your thoughts on this? On the way free agent has been, on the way teams have kind of gone about this free agency with this new Supermax and things like that.
Right, so I agree with Wilson. Like the Kyrie situation is just different than what normal like superstar free agency is, because like Chris Paul opted to go to Houston, Gordon Hayward opted to leave for a better opportunity to go to the finals with Boston. Blake opted to choose stick with the Clippers and stay there and commit to them. But like it just, like you were saying earlier, like the Pacers could have offered Paul George X amount of money had he been a All NBA player, 1 through 3 team, whatever. Now I still don't know if he would have like accepted that just because they weren't doing enough around him. And I think like not only is the owners like perspective, oh, should we put all this money towards player X if we don't have all the complementary players around him that he needs? So like,
I mean, accurate.
So like, what in Indiana, Paul George has been saying for the past year or two that he wanted other pieces around him. Now that doesn't mean they have to go out and get someone like a Blake Griffin or a Gordon Hayward, but someone that can complement him and help them further themselves, and not just be a 7th seed and lose to the Cavs in the first round. But like, if the owners are going to commit all this money to them, they want to be committed right back to them, but they also want that commitment of, all right, you're surrounding me with a talented enough group where I can maybe compete for a championship. And if not, then that falls on me.
Real quick, by the way, is it weird to anybody else that was the most entertaining first round?
It was very entertaining to me.
I mean,
I thought the Cavs should have lost 2 games.
Didn't even mean the first round. It was the most competitive series the Cavs got all East.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah.
That was just weird to me.
I don't know if it was more weird to me or that maybe the Cavs like overlooked them to an extent.
I don't know if they overlooked them that much. I just feel like Paul George is just good.
I mean, he's good. No one has ever taken away how good Paul George is. But I just think the Cavs were just like, all right, we're the 2 seed, whatever. We're not on us to make it to the finals again, even though it really is.
If you want to use that, like I feel like you could use that for the first game or two, but then after that, you kind of, I don't know.
All right, I get what you're saying.
Real quick, moving on. So Westbrook. If Westbrook doesn't sign this Supermax, does that mean anything for the Supermax?
What do you mean? What do you mean by that?
It just means it didn't work in the case of Russell Westbrook.
Right, because I feel the other players that have this Supermax type of deal on the table, some of them are going to take it. Some or other options.
So the question why I'm asking this is, the reason why I'm asking these questions is because I don't feel like the Supermax is a thing, right? The reason why I don't feel like the Supermax is a thing is because all of the guys that it can apply for, they're all going to make money outside of the team that will make up for whatever money they miss not taking the Supermax, right? So your Westbrooks, all of these guys, right? They all have sneaker deals. They all have, everybody but John has a sneaker deal apparently. They all have this, that, and the third going on, right? So my question is the incentive, my whole point is the incentive of the Supermax really that important to be top tier players?
I mean, it just depends
That's kind of my question.
Depends on who the player is, because some players will value that a team that they've been with for however many years can give them the Supermax contract.
Who's going to value that? Who's going to value the team? Who's going to value the team that they sign with?
Are you saying who's going to value like more from the money perspective opposed to other options, or
when I say who's going to value the team, who cares about the team if the team's not doing what's best for you as a player?
You mean like I was saying with Paul George, he wanted the help and
yeah. So that's what I'm saying. Most of our
weren't willing to go out and get him help until we have this option. If you make the third team NBA, All NBA, we can give you $200+ million.
So that's what I'm trying to make. That's what I'm trying to make. What guy is going to say, hey, this Supermax is a good thing, even though my team isn't a good team?
I mean, it just depends on the player, I guess, because you can't just pinpoint one player. And then, like Russell Westbrook, loyalty was a big thing for him for signing this extension. And then if he gets the Supermax down the road, then whatever.
That's the question I'm asking, though. So, what player is it that's going to be like? Do you get what I'm trying to ask? Like, what player is going to say, "Hey, even though my team's not good, this $200 million is going to make me stay with a bad team"? Do you guys kind of get what I'm asking?
Yeah, who's going to just take the money?
Yeah, who's going to take the money over?
Who's just going to want to go to better themselves, right? Yeah.
I also don't think.
Go ahead, Sykes. Mike?
Like the.
Yeah. Sykes, you're
breaking out
for a second.
I just kind of. I was saying DeMarcus Cousins was just willing to do that, but the Kings traded him.
Right, so, and that's a difficult, I don't know if it's a difficult situation or just like a odd situation, because he was committed to them, regardless of anything. They're just like, nah.
And so is Jimmy Butler was also committed to the Bulls.
Right, right. That's another good point. He was committed to them. He wanted to be there, but then they're just like, we'll just take what we can get for him.
Know that Jimmy Butler wasn't going to leave after 2 years? Do we 100%? We know that about Boogie. Boogie said it plenty of times. Do we know that Jimmy Butler was 100% committed to the Kings?
Say that Jimmy Butler was going to take the money.
Okay. You know what's also weird? Reports have also said that if Kyrie would have made his trade desire available earlier, he could have possibly been traded to the Bulls. And they probably would have been on his list of teams to play for because Jimmy Butler.
I saw that actually because they were talking about like how he wanted to play with Butler or something like that, and he either wanted them to
Jimmy Butler
trade him or trade him to them. Is that the thing I read?
Yeah, apparently Jimmy Butler is his best, it's like his best friend in the league.
Right.
All right, so we can move on to 2K now, because I feel like these topics are just.
I mean, what else do we have to talk about though? Like, what else is there to talk about in the NBA right now?
Look, man, it's August in NBA. This is
right, like
kind of what happens
after the finals and like the free agency period hit and like the first initial stage of the offseason hit. That was like. It was some of the better times of NBA free agency that I can remember. But then at the same time, it's just like, well, all right, this is going to last for how long? And then we're going to be to nothing.
Nah, this offseason was terrible. The league is
because, like, how many times do we hear Carmelo to whatever team, and we haven't heard anything about that since the beginning of last month?
No, we hear things. There's been updates, but
not as many as like when it was initially reported and all that stuff that Carmelo wants to play for the Rockets or Carmelo would accept this to the Cavs or Lala is saying this about Carmelo. Like, it's died down is what I'm saying.
But as a 2K, Eddie, I'm sorry, Wilson.
Is Wilson still here?
Yeah, what's the story?
I'm here.
All right.
2K18.
Yeah, I was talking. My bad. I was quiet.
Good, right? 2K18. Just go in.
Yep.
Thoughts. What do you want from 2K18?
You can make charts.
Hey, Mike. Hey, you on it tonight, bro. You got it. Outside of being able to make charts.
You got it. Y'all got it.
Hey, supposedly, they broke their animation system that everybody hated. When you get stuck in animation, you couldn't do anything. Supposedly, they moved to some branch-out system. So I'm waiting to see the demo to see if it's true. And again, supposedly they tuned up and fixed the defense because I was playing earlier. I guess I would Ken say yesterday. It's stuff that doesn't make sense. Like, did you play a lot in the pro-am, Mike? Not really.
A little bit.
Have we gotten a lot of? We haven't gotten a lot of stuff from 2K, right? Like there hasn't really been. They've been keeping this one really close to the chest.
It depends on who you follow, because they've been pouring out a lot of stuff the last 6 days. A ton of stuff been coming out.
What this? All I've seen is the screenshots and stuff.
Yeah,
Like,
nope. Like I haven't seen any but screenshots and rankings.
Again, fix your followers.
I follow Ronnie 2K.
They let a whole bunch of the dudes. They let a whole bunch of the dudes that test games go out to 2K and lab for like 3 days. So with a whole bunch of reports and information.
Nah, bro, I follow Ronnie 2K. Ronnie 2K ain't say nothing.
I'm not talking about Ronnie.
Who? Tell us who to follow,
bro.
Like no one's talking about Ronnie.
Nah, bro,
Ronnie.
I was joking, bro. I was joking.
Who said Ronnie?
Right,
like a lot of the dudes that test the game. Yeah, it wasn't funny. A lot of the dudes that test the games, they've been labbing like the last 6 days or whatever. There's been a lot of stuff though, Mike. I'll send you some of this stuff, Mike.
Yeah, who are these people?
But apparently they fixed the defense and the game flows better than last year, like large part because of the animations are done. I know they fixed a bunch of body type stuff, but the biggest thing for me is just the animations. And like, I know this past year, like on defense, like if somebody got a badge or not, like if you take a contested shot, then joints would just go in. From what I heard, there might be like a contested shot meter on defense now.
Ooh, yeah, I actually heard about that as well.
I didn't read the article.
When you play My Career, and before your game they do the 2K TV thing. They were talking about that on there, where the one guy was one of the guys that created the game was saying they were trying to tweak that because they didn't like that part of it.
People that took badge off of it last year.
Yeah, it's like if you have a shooter one of those badges, you pretty much make everything.
So like I know they fixed a lot of how they move on defense. They fixed body types so everybody's not looking like Braun. I'm talking about something like the AI just not being as dumb. Oh, they fixed the pick and roll, which is, oh my goodness, that's the most annoying thing in the world. Last year, if somebody said a pick on you, whether they had like that badge or not, you just couldn't move.
Right,
you was done. Like you couldn't defend a pick and roll. Now they're trying to make you read and learn how to use the pick and roll depending on people's coverages. So, like, again, like, pretty much it's kind of like, it feels like, at least from what I've been taking from it, is that they got, the defense kind of responded back to the trash that you're allowed to get away offensively last year.
Okay.
I'm done with the shot meter.
I don't like
it.
They
said another thing with the shot meter, they said they moved it so it's above your head instead of looking underneath your player.
Yeah, I don't
want it. Yeah, but I also heard it's something where you can move it to where you want it as well. So I don't know how true that is.
I just don't want it. Like, just let me time the jumper.
Yeah, same here.
You know, you play with the shot meter off.
Yeah, that's what I want.
You know, like, you had that setting last year. You don't have to have
it. But when you go online, the shot meter comes back.
Oh, yeah. No.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. That'd be something.
I feel it takes away from it. Like, when you're shooting, it takes away. I'm looking more at the shot meter than the shot.
Yeah. I mean, if I see something about that, I'll send it to y'all. But that's all I heard about the shot meter was that they moved it. That's it.
You know what I don't want?
What's up?
I want my career to be different. I don't want. I mean, I don't know. I don't want the cat blocks and all that kind of stuff. Like, I want to be able to make my career guy. Like, if I put in the work, bro, I want my guy to be LeBron.
Yeah, I mean, I think I didn't hear nothing about the cap system with them. I don't think they've gone too much in detail with that.
Yeah,
with the my players.
They normally save that for last.
Yeah, that's usually the last thing.
I mean, ideally, I think they got the message received about the cap crap last year because everybody hit them about it.
Yeah, well, I get why they did it. I 100% get why they did it. It was all for online.
I was one of the people why they did it because I had a demigod the year before, so I'm not gonna lie.
I get it. It was for online. It was for online. You couldn't have it.
But they still messed up.
Yeah, I know. But
because if you got the boundaries, it makes you like reason. Like, my biggest thing: a bad shot's a bad shot. Don't change it.
Yeah. But I get it. They had to do it because everybody online was a 99. Everybody online was Jordan. It made it kind of weird.
So,
suggestion would be to create two different systems. You have your online system and your my player system, and your my player is uncapped. Your online has to be capped.
I mean, hopefully they fix it, but I mean, I think they know everybody hated it. So,
or if you want to do caps, just give me higher caps. Allow my player to be. I want my player to be good. I don't want to be. If I'm a shooter, I can't do anything else. Like, I legit can't handle the ball. I can't play defense. I can't run. My guy's slow. Yeah. Everybody running past
Playmakers can't shoot. Like, they can only go to the rim.
Yeah. Or you're a playmaker. You can't. Yeah.
You could have hit a three unless you were fading out of bounds. Animations. You know what I'm saying? Like, man.
Yeah.
Even on the spot up, like, it's tough. Like, yeah.
In rhythm, you hitting the side of the rim.
Yeah, like.
And it's crazy. It's crazy because when they first dropped the game, like, you could hit them though. Like, that was the thing.
Yep.
But
they kept tweaking that joint all through the year.
Right. They patched it. I think it was 12 patches that they did.
Yeah, and each patch it got harder to shoot.
Well, that's because people online were complaining that Playmaker was too dominant.
Yeah, but
when you first bought the game, Playmaker was the most dominant position by far, or it was the most dominant skill set by far. It still was even later, but I mean, Playmaker was ridiculous when you first bought it.
I mean, point forwards were too.
Oh man, I love point forward. The other thing too, I don't want a Justice type player with me again.
Yeah.
Like, Justice was too nice.
He was just trash.
He got trashed later when they did all the patches, but when you first bought that game,
so that's not just me.
Justice was the best player of all time.
So Justice don't be draining threes no more for me. And I
wouldn't know what Justice does because we broke up like Kevin and Russ did, so I don't know.
And when you look on your thing, on your stats, Justice is averaging like 30 a game, ain't he?
No. Yeah. Averaging like 8.
Dog, on mine. So after my first year, I left. Dog, Justice was averaging like 35 a game.
Nah, Justice is great.
I had to restart my he was like, it was like 35, 8, 7, like
he's literally the best player of all time.
Yeah, I'm like, all right, bro. Justice out here looking like 88 Jordan. Like, nah, I'm good.
Yeah, like, and that's the thing about it. Like I enjoyed having Justice when he was making shots, but like, if they're not going to have him make shots at a decent rate, like, there's no point of him being it. And then when I leave and he's balling, like, nah, like, that's crazy. Just matter of fact, just give me Jackson Ellis back.
No. Keep Jackson too. I hated Jackson.
Like, nah, I was cool with having a little rival. Like, I'm fine with the story, man. Like, if you want to throw me a little story here, like, cool.
Make my rival a real player. How about that? Like,
that's whack.
No, it's not. Give me a real player. Make my
Players
rival.
Can't act.
Make my rival Markel. I don't need him to act. Make my rival Markel. Don't use
because they're gonna have to talk.
I don't even need Markel's real voice. Fuck it. Give me fake Markel's voice.
Well, I think they said they're not doing the weight thing this year. Or something.
What?
That's not like speech bubbles. Not speech bubbles, but I know at least my GM is like that.
Right. My GM is always like that.
Yeah, my GM is always that, so that's fine.
I don't know about my career.
Like, my career needs to have that cinematic factor. I think for at least the first 3 years of my career,
They should go back to Spike, man. But just tell Spike don't send too many messages.
No. That was kind of rough.
It was, but it was also kind of good. It was some good elements.
I mean, why did my player kill someone, bro? Like, we might have gone a bit too far.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, Spike got to just dumb it down a little bit.
Up in the car talking about something you wasn't supposed to talk about that. Like, what?
Yeah, he went a little too far, bro. Like
Hey, Mike, try that drink like you found out your my career caught a body.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Like,
off the court. I didn't mean to push you.
Then it got all heavy with my man dying in the.
Oh, Basquiat. Yeah, rest in peace, Basquiat, man.
Oh, so my homie's dead. All of this happened after year 1, and like then we only see him and Yvette. Like, they supposedly get married or whatever. We only see that. You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't see nothing else.
That's what I'm saying.
Your homie died and your contract was over after your first year.
Yeah, and that's another thing. Like,
that part of the if I could draft
I was so good with the jump being like you were an undrafted rookie.
Yep.
Who was fighting for a position. Like, that was perfect for me because it was 2K15 because like, I mean, you didn't you weren't being drafted, so like it made sense for you to be on a team with the top draft pick, right? To like what I want to see them bring back. I want to see them bring back the D League into this. Like, that was fun in 2K10.
That was fun.
11.
That was really fun.
Wait, what was it? Say that again.
When the D League, when they had the D League in it.
Oh yeah, like, if was you on the main crabs or something like that?
Yeah, if you weren't good enough, they would send you down, or when you started your career.
Yeah. I think it was if you didn't get drafted, you had to go through the. You had to do the what's it called? And
they had like the fake Stephen A. Smith dude.
I hate him.
Yeah, man. Like, do that again. Like, put me in the D League, right? Like, let me work my way up from the D League, from the minor leagues. Give me at least let me play a season out down there or something.
Nah, give me Basquiat back.
Nah, he died, bro.
But make Basquiat the actual NBA player now.
Nah, I'm good. I'm good. I'm good on Spike. Like,
I'm joking. Nah, yeah. So, all right. So here's the thing. It was a good idea. It was a really good idea. Spike just took it too far, which is what Spike's known to do. So I guess you kind of can't use Spike. All right, never mind.
Yeah, I mean, Spike was like it was a good idea to let Spike have the story.
It was a good idea. Spike just took it too far, which is a Spike Lee thing.
But like even with this story right here, like I felt like there was on 2K17 I'm talking about, like there were some elements of it that I liked, but also like I felt like everything happened way too quickly. Okay. Yeah. And like they only give you that's my thing. Like they only give you the first year. You know what I'm saying? Like you get this, you get everything that happens in the first year. Then you're all of a sudden a free agent despite being like a number 3 overall pick or whatever. Which like that doesn't happen. Like come on, like.
Well, another thing is too, like they allow you to request trades and all that crap. Like your first year, there's no reason to allow you to request trades and then also make your first year.
Yeah, exactly.
I had some updates on stuff if y'all wanted it.
Go ahead.
So one of the things they did, they was talking about you got pressure passing now. You know when you used to hit the A or pass button, whatever, because y'all on PlayStation, and it would just pass and make the dumbest pass possible.
Yes.
So now, if you don't want to have to pull up your icons, if you hold the button longer, it goes to the person the furthest away. If you tap it, it goes to the closest person.
Okay, that makes a lot of sense.
You know what I'm saying?
A lot of sense.
Yeah, because
you didn't have to now
that makes skip passing so much easier now.
So you don't have to pull up your icons every 10 seconds. Another thing, trash defenders are trash now. You're not gonna be super. Somebody's a trash defender, like.
Yo, will I be able to pluck big men in transition if they are handling the ball? Because like you literally cannot.
I don't know. I mean, I literally don't have questions like.
That's the worst part of this game to me.
Yeah, but I think they tighten, for what it seems like. I think they're gonna tighten up. So about they changed the system that accounts for people's size and acceleration before before they start like any animation type thing. So like if you're small as hell, you know what I'm saying, you hit the Euro to split a gap. It's gonna look different than when somebody twice your size does it. Because that gap's not really there.
Oh man.
Like you can't split the same gap.
Right, that's good stuff.
So like if I try to split the gap with Bron and I'm fighting through two people, I should hit the bottom of the rim or it should be a foul or something stupid happens. Versus me doing it
it'd be a foul.
With like Kyrie or somebody. You know what I'm saying? With Kyrie where you split the gap or you that nice of a finisher where you just gonna finish.
Right, you could slither through. Like if you harden or somebody.
Right. Where you just gonna go through the gap like it ain't nothing. So hold on, I'm trying to get you something about the defense too.
Yeah,
but, y'all don't follow Operation Sports or nothing?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like they've been posting hella screenshots and
I don't.
Nah, it's more than screenshots, like articles and bullet points and all this stuff.
I haven't really been on the site.
Do that.
They
fixed the spamming. They fixed the still spamming.
Still spam, bro. I couldn't plug for nothing.
When you play like pro-am and stuff like that, some people are standing at it.
I'm good. I'm really good at it. So.
They got the manual. They said more manual control about the pick and rolls. So like if you flick the stick, on defense, it helps you to get over the pick or underneath. The brick wall stuff is gone. The screens no longer have that black hole effect. Intense D is more effective when used with better defenders. Again, going back to that whole great defenders like really locked. So like Kawhi's gonna be the most annoying person ever. Him and Draymond are gonna be annoying as hell. Defender has to be looking at the play to know when to help. I mean,
that's crazy.
Type pass breakups when somebody got their back turned. It matter when playing D instead of just anything goes.
So this all sounds fun. I just need to know what they're gonna do with my career. For me, that's the biggest thing, because I play that more than anything else. Like I play online a little bit.
My bad.
They're doing my career.
My bad, Games.
No, you go, bro. I'm just saying, like.
So like I was saying about the shot meters above the head and it's vertical. Not as easy, but once you get it, it's very rewarding.
Oh.
Amazing branching. So you're able to branch out of the animations now. And then, like, I'm one of those boring people that used to attack out the triple threat and used to live off of jazz steps. So it's not traveling anymore.
Oh, okay. That was annoying as...
You know what I'm talking about, games? You used to get somebody.
I used to do it all the time,
Yeah.
I think it was if you jab 3 times, they call travel on that third jab, no matter what.
Yep. Yeah. But sometimes, too, depending on how you did it. They fixed the post game. Height and weight matters on a block now.
All right, I was tired of getting posted up by like 6, 7 people, and I had a 7-foot dude.
Hop step and then the dribble afterwards is gone. If you hop step, you got to shoot.
It sounds like they just cleaned up on pretty much everything.
That's it.
Which is what I wanted to see.
Okay, and then there were like ball tangibility is not as frustrating as 2K17. A little bit, where you couldn't pluck people. So like if somebody dribbling to the side, like dribbling literally right in front of you, on you, you should be able to take it. Instead of watch them go away from you. So I think that's all I have, I think that's it.
Yeah, so apparently the prelude is supposed to be completely different from 2K17.
Is it going to be longer?
Yeah, I saw that too.
So I don't know. It might not. It might just not even be my career. Like, what if it's not my career?
They said they got details coming in a couple days or whatever.
I just hope it's longer than 4 games.
Yeah, they said it's totally different.
Or 5 or whatever. What was it? 5?
It was like 4 or 5 games, something like
that. Man, that was annoying last year. I had fun on the Purdue. Hey, Eddie.
Yep.
All right, just making sure you're still around, bro.
I'm listening. I haven't played 2K in a couple years because I haven't had financial success lately. So I'm just listening to y'all.
All right. Well, no, definitely got to make sure you're still around, keep you engaged.
I'm here. I'm just listening.
Want to talk about Kobe again?
Nope. We're done with that tonight. Y'all baiting me into this? Nope. Hashtag y'all got it.
Oh man, that was fun. Fun times.
Was it fun though, or was it just ridiculous?
It was a little funny.
It was fun.
Okay, you're right. You got it.
It's all good fun. We all cool. Yeah.
I'm always cool. Like y'all just want to attack me because I like Kobe. I get it. It's cool. Whatever.
Oh man. Yeah. So. I don't know. 2K is 2K. I just can't wait to hear more information. I can't wait for the prelude, September 8th. There was one more thing I wanted to touch on before we all got off. Oh, I wanted to talk about the freaking the players, the bus conversation, but that's already. We'll save that for another time. I just feel like this has been a pretty. It's been a pretty good pod. It's been a pretty long pod as well, so I don't want it to run like 2 hours.
Hey, Wilson, isn't it cool we actually invited to one of these for once?
And on that note,
hey, don't bring me in this. Hey, look, just for the record, let the record show I did not go with him. Just for the record.
No, he didn't take the bait. Wilson did not take the bait. We'll put that on record too. He did not take the bait.
I'm not going with
him. On that note,
hey, Mike, have fun at NABJ.
Yes, sir.
Definitely, bro. We gotta get out there now. I gotta go next year.
I gotta go next year too.
Detroit.
That's the last one I'm missing.
Yeah, Wilson was telling me. Yeah, we in there next year.
That's the last one I'm missing. I'm sick of missing.
I'm hoping they come back to DC soon.
Man, we in there next year, bro.
Yeah, Wilson, I'm going there next year.
I'd rather go to New York than DC. Ignore me. I'm sorry.
Eddie, you got anything you need to plug?
Nope. Just wrote about Mike Trout and Bryce Harper.
I gonna say nope and then plug something.
Huh?
I gonna say nope and then plug something, bro.
I forgot about it first, and then I was just like, oh wait, no, that is up. No, go read it though. Bryce Harper. Mike Trout, go read it. The Future of Baseball, Good Hands. Go read it.
Oh, Eddie the greatest. What's just up? What's you got anything?
No one's denying you there. There's no debate here.
Hey, I can't. Oh, my goodness.
No, you said I was the greatest. I'm the greatest. That's right. I'm the Kobe of this shit. Yeah, I got it this time. I got it.
Oh, we'll see. You got anything you need to plug, bro?
Oh man, yeah. Go check our interviews with Ted Leonsis and John Wall. After his presser last week, when he got that generational money. Go check that out. We had a good show tonight. Go check that out.
Generational money. That's dope.
I mean, that's what he essentially said, right?
That's a fact. That's a fact, man. Shout out to
I love that he said it.
Yeah, shout out to you, Wilson. Shout out to everyone at the Focus, My Mind Sports, all that for getting that. You like to be humble too much. You like to be humble. We won't be humble for you. You can be humble. We won't for you.
Go get my man Cardell a follow over at Finest Mag, man. So.
True.
Definitely
do that.
I got nothing else.
And Mr. Million Page Click Sykes.
Big Money Sykes.
Right.
Money Sykes, that's right. Mr. Money Sykes.
Hey, look.
Hashtag y'all got it.
Follow your boy
got that new article.
on Snapchat at Michael Sykes 13. New Orleans is about to be popping this weekend. I am going to be snapping all the journalism stuff.
I make a comment here.
The parties,
I'll
debauchery.
Yeah, I'm gonna just for sure. I'm gonna snap it all. I'm gonna just try to drop some pieces of advice, some notes about the experience and everything.
Sykes got the juice now. Wilson has the juice of Sykes.
Yeah, fam. I am looking forward to this. DAP is going.
DAP to God.
Yeah, man. It's gonna be nice. So just give me a follow. Follow me on Twitter at Mike D Sykes. Same on Instagram. Yeah.
And I do not have anything to plug. Just follow me on Twitter, SGames15. Or I'm sorry, SGames31. Follow me on IG as well.
Twitter changes every like 2 weeks, so
it's been the same for almost a year now. But sure,
a year now.
Let's keep that going. Follow me on Twitter. Follow me on Instagram, SGames15. That's about it. Yeah, that's it. Should have another one. Hopefully, we'll have another one up next week.
Kobe,
I have something else planned too. And on that note, we are out.